Well, no, not even on the planet. If you were to ask everybody in America if they know what an apple is, could they always answer yes?
What?
Would they always say, yes, I know what an apple is?
What?
Yeah, because you have Apple products and apples.
Because, like,
you're right, this is a dumb question.
No, but think about it.
I'm trying.
Because not everybody knows.
Not that hard.
It's like TJ.
We don't all have the same schooling. We all come, people come from different countries. You know, people come from different backgrounds.
So are you asking them in English, or would you, like, say... What's a manzana? Like, would you ask? Because like you have like an apple exists in every language.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I
I'm
mean?
saying, because you would think, obviously everyone knows what an apple is. Does everybody know?
Yes.
Why wouldn't
I
they?
think so. Yeah.
You tell me
Where
why.
did this come
This is a solid intro. My man, I ain't gonna hold you. This is the perfect.
I think it's a good question.
Solid. No, I agree. I like this.
Because we can't
assume.
Yes,
I think we very well can.
I think we can assume that everybody knows.
Very well assume.
I think everyone knows what this guy is.
I think I'd be more shocked if I went to somebody and they was like, "What's an apple?"
If it's something,
but
no,
that's
an
extreme.
A dragon fruit, that maybe.
But an apple, I think apples are very basic.
So you would think,
everybody knows what an apple is.
Like everyone knows what corn is.
If you know what a fruit is, you probably know what an apple is. You probably learned.
Do people not have fruits on some continents? Like, what are you talking about?
You probably learned what a fruit is.
I'm just asking. But that's
if it's different, if somebody said,
there's like some, my fault, go, my fault.
It's different if somebody said, does everybody know what a dragon fruit is? Does everybody know what a guava is? Would everybody know what a kiwi is? Because those things are out of there, right? But apple is fundamental and staple.
I think that's why it's such a good question, because apple is so simple, but you can't say
but
that.
like,
I think it's
what
there has to be someone out there
that doesn't know what apple is, bro.
There has to be.
Maybe like a newborn baby. That's about it. Like that's someone who just got.
The real question is, does everybody know where baby carrots come from?
No, like if you showed someone an apple, I feel like they would know. They would be like, "Yeah, I recognize what this is." I don't think there's anyone in the world who hasn't seen an apple in some way, shape, or form.
Do you think it's impossible? Then
I don't do.
Okay.
I think nothing is necessarily
unless you grow up in like an apple
impossible.
hating cult or something.
But even then, you know what an apple.
Yeah, no, that's
no.
If you hate apples,
because the cult leader knows what an apple is, but he doesn't want you to know what an apple is.
Suppressing the history of the
then how is it?
Exactly.
It's not a cult.
Yes, it is.
They don't know what they're hating. They just hate something.
No, it's anti-apple propaganda.
Yeah, they don't know.
Anti-apple propaganda.
They eat everything.
You need to know what an apple is. No.
I'm ATD. Otherwise known as Antonio the Don. You're watching the Straight Water Podcast.
I'm Rambo, everybody.
My name is Jake 3 times.
It's your girl Jada P.
And it's the king himself a day.
I feel like we kind of need to explain the names.
Maybe.
I don't know, because my name, everyone's going to be like, oh, Jada Pinkett Smith. No.
Alright, so explain your name, Jada.
No.
Explain your name.
Okay, it's capital J, capital D, lowercase a, capital P.
Why you want to be so different so bad?
What does that mean, Jada?
It stands for Jocelyn, my name, duh, as in the, but gangsta, pimp.
So gangster.
Pimp.
Wait, what camera I look at?
Are we going to get into this pillow talk or what?
I mean, I think we can all explain our names real quick.
Okay.
Since we already here. So mine literally just came off the dome. We were like, we need to come up with a stage name. I whispered to Josh, Antonio the Don. And it
Not
just
the
stuck.
whisper.
It just stuck. Because, also, ATD, it can be used in so many ways. It could be, Antonio the Don, automatic towel dispenser, all-terrain dirt bike, old fish right here, Alexander the Destroyer, ATD is universal.
You should have just stopped it.
Right, you should have quit while you went ahead.
What about you, Rambo?
Bro, my real name's Ramsey, and Rambo is my childhood nickname.
Rambo the Rambunctious.
J 3 times. So when I was a kid, bro.
Oh my god.
No, when I was a kid, bro, everybody was just looking at me like, why your name Joshua James Jr.? You J 3 times. I don't know, my nigga. It's just like, it just sounds cool. No, like nah. Like absolutely not. It sounds cool, bro.
That sounds
like J 3 times, my man.
Mine is a representation of my name, Adenoa, and Ade in Yoruba's crown, so I just like the king Ade himself.
Word. And today we hopping on the topic of relationships. We're just gonna be talking about just like funny relationship stories, just like how we feel about being in them right now as like young adults and shit. So yeah, just like relationships.
Have a relationship.
Who is in a relationship?
How
right
you
now?
repeat the same thing to break up with
Stop
all of your girlfriends.
No.
Let's bring
How you
it up. Go.
the
Let's go.
same pickup line.
Let's start there.
Start where?
Literally what you just said.
With how y'all who had girlfriends broke up with all of them the same way, with the same excuse. I need to work on me. It's not you, it's me. I've never been in college without being in a relationship. I gotta find myself and work on myself. It's just not the time for us right now. It's the time for me. I need time to myself to figure out who I am.
No way! All said this. All right, so look.
I said this.
So
He's like, I'm gonna cover it.
So look, man. I think, in my personal opinion, I think that just because it's been said a lot, don't mean that it ain't true. Like it's like shit. I feel like if I feel like I gotta work on myself, that's just how I feel. You feel me? If I feel like I can't do it with you at this moment in time, that's just how I feel.
But everyone in the friend group feels the same way at the exact same time.
Amen.
We all gotta work on ourselves at the exact same time.
I ain't had no girlfriend.
Say, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, G. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
She your friends.
I think the other topic is more like. So like
the pickups, how y'all pick up the same girl with the same lines at the same time.
I don't know why you saying y'all.
I don't know. I just saying y'all either. That's crazy.
Y'all know why.
So what lines have you heard?
Not necessarily the line, but I'm curious.
What lines have you heard at a party? Let's start there.
I don't go to parties.
Or like what pickup lines have you heard like at all? You feel me?
It's not so much pickup lines. It's more like.
What do niggas say to you?
I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, pretend that like right here, there's a barrier. So this is room 1, and this is room 2, and this is just this is a recent example. A recent example of how ish went down at a party. Okay. So I'm guys. I'm coming in.
Are we girl?
Having a conversation, party's going, and I'm gonna sit down and talk to Shawty right here. I'm gonna talk to Shawty right here.
This isn't accurate.
And then Shawty moves rooms. So Shawty was in this room.
No fucking way.
But she moved to this room. And I'm different guy.
No.
Same tactic.
No.
So you know what's crazy?
It's not even a pickup line. It's like the arm wrapped around the same Shawty, and it's the same thing. It just go ahead, explain.
Explain what?
Explain.
Because who's doing this?
It's not.
Y'all do this? This is very specific.
That's a very specific reference.
All right.
So what you gotta say
for
about
context, right? So for context, right? We know these two dudes or whatever, right? We're gonna call them. We're gonna call him Jonathan. We're gonna call him Jose, right? We witnessed them both. We witnessed them both at a party or whatever, right? And then there was this one girl. And there was this one girl. We're gonna call her Ashley. Ashley was like doing her thing. You feel me? Like trying to go to like doing her thing or whatever, right? Jose and Jonathan are both boys. They very close, right? Somehow Ashley was able to talk to both guys at the same party, right?
Somehow. And these are the same guys who are using the same breakup lines.
Stop it.
With their girlfriends a month or less before. Continue the story.
So
She's violent.
So TLDR, what she's getting at is that Jose and Jonathan both used the same lines to get at the girl. What she doesn't know is that.
What do I know? What do I know? Then they go home. They're in the same car talking about, bro, I was talking to this shawty all night. He was like, you talking to that shawty? I was talking to that shawty. What shawty say to you? What shawty say to you? And talking to the same shawty.
And to my knowledge, they were both very surprised about what went down. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just think that, like, niggas is oblivious. You feel me? Like, it's like, I ain't gonna hold
second
you.
that.
I feel like, yeah,
niggas
is oblivious.
Some niggas is green. Not all niggas is green.
But that's just
it's not even
about
being green.
That's just like
it's
oblivious.
Just not thinking.
Like,
get a little alkies in
I
the
don't
system.
think homeboy ain't homeboy. I don't think a homeboy ain't homeboy. That's how I was thinking of. Yeah, we messing with right, cause like we messing with the same girl. We didn't know. Me and Jose and Jonathan didn't know. Say content, boys. Jose said we're getting in trouble.
So real question: would y'all knowingly share the same woman?
No.
Share? Damn, that's a terrible way to describe it. That's terrible.
How would you?
That's a nah, absolutely not.
Even if it's not at the same time.
Oh, you mean like one after another? I still wouldn't.
That's
like,
pretty bad.
No.
If we know.
That's
do
so
y'all
weird.
operate
That's
off
very
of guy
weird.
code? Like,
it's not even like,
girl code is like you don't mess with
yes.
someone's something.
Because look, guy code, yeah, like I wouldn't do it. But even just personally, that's so awkward.
It's very awkward.
Yeah.
Because then, like,
a lot about
if they
you.
still your friend, like the dude is still your friend, you still gotta talk to him. You still gotta like, and you're like pretending that it's not
But
happening.
what if he knows and he's cool
All
with
right.
it?
Then
It's
he's
still
a different
weird.
type
Yeah,
of
let's talk.
Wait.
Wait. We're saying it's like, I feel that type shit. But are we saying like relationships, or are we saying just period?
like you go to a party and you're talking to a girl that Andrew previously made out with at the last party.
No, that's OD.
No.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's
Like,
different.
no.
If that's a different scenario. That's OD, like you
Very
said.
weird.
If it's okay, I think it would change if it's more so that she's messing with both or all of us, and like she gets to choose who.
We're falling for it.
Yeah, falling for it. Because that says a lot. If you're falling for that, then that's crazy.
Would you mess with? Let's say
no.
Like,
Girl
hold that
code
thought.
says no.
Okay, word.
Okay, but here's a real question because I see this all the time. Y'all have the same not all the time with the guys, with the girls. I see it all the time. If y'all have a crush on the same person, are you both putting your hat in the ring?
Chess, nigga.
And, like real shit. Like, are you both competing for her, and then whoever wins? Or do you both back off?
I mean, but how would they know? I personally don't talk about who I have a crush on with anybody.
But what if you just find out? If
you're still aware of it.
Yeah, you're aware.
I don't think about that. Me personally,
I think that like. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't compete. The people, they either mess with me or they don't. I don't like all that. That's very much, especially like from a dude's perspective. They're playing strings with you. They're puppeteering the whole thing. They're just liking the attention from this person, that person.
But what
at
if
the
she
end
doesn't know that you both have a crush on her?
I feel like that's very uncommon for them not to be aware or at least catch on.
I don't know when people have crushes on me.
Right.
I feel like that's real.
But like, say it's like
that was
it's like a
come on,
like competition. Because like when two people are competing for you, people are competing for, and not like like so like
you're very
if
much
you're
aware.
if you're oblivious to that, then that's different. But in this case, you are aware that they're both like heavy flirting with you.
Do you know?
Right. Know what?
All the people who are competing for your attention. Exactly. And there's so many.
But is that competing or is that just a little crush, you know?
No, they actively are like, no, I want to get at him.
I ain't heard of it.
If you ain't saying it to me directly,
you know what's also,
to.
Bro, it's just we talking about it. It seems like we're going to topic to topic. Why? What's up? What's up with the hints, my nigga? Like, why can't we just be direct? What's up with that? Let's say I'm feeling.
Because I'm a woman and I like to play mind games.
Okay.
Is that efficient?
Can you talk for all women saying that?
No, but it's
clarified.
That's something that everybody.
No, I just think it's funny.
Okay, you asking us all these questions. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because I wasn't gonna come in strong, but I want to talk about how. And I don't have a problem with it. I just really want to know why don't women approach men as often as men approach women?
Personally, never in my life have I had someone worthwhile approach me. Mm-hmm. So it would be nice for once for a man to be like, I'm really digging you. Let me take you out. Like, I don't get that. I'll go to a club and a guy will drunkenly be like, you trying to fuck? I'm like, no. Like I have yet in my life to have a man treat me like a woman respectfully and like. And that's the thing, like, I've been in relationships, and if I want something, I've told myself now, like, I just need to ask for it, because I feel like guys sometimes feel the same way, like, oh, it would be nice for a woman to, like, come up to me and be like, hey, I'm trying to get to know you on some real shit. Yeah. So, like, it doesn't have to be that kind of thing, but it really is, like, growing up, and people are like, oh, you're so pretty, you're gonna be a heartbreaker. No, I'm single all the time. Guys don't ever flirt with me. Like, people tell me I'm intimidating or that I'm a bitch or, like, whatever excuse they can find to, like, not get to know me. And then they get to know me and they're like, oh, you're actually pretty chill. So it would be nice for a man to be like, I'm trying to take you out to dinner.
So does that mean that you have, like, in...
Did I not?
Does that mean that you...
I can't answer for all women, but for me personally... Like, I do talk to guys. I do. That's how all of my relationships have started, because I've been, like,
that's what I was about to ask.
Flirty. Like, I've intentionally been flirty.
Flirty so or directly, I want you type-ish. Cause that,
kind of, have you met me?
Because I feel like it's a difference. I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm following you. Because there's a difference in sending mixed messages.
This is how it is, man. I feel like with men, since we were young, I was taught. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can back me up. I guess we kind of like not talk, but like it's second nature just to shoot your shot, and if the worst you can say is no, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of got used to that early on.
You say a lot worse things than that.
As life goes on, I started to realize that it's been like a lot of just like a one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I just really want to know. I really want to understand why. You know what I'm saying? I want to know why. You feel me?
The uncertainty is unsettling. Because it's you're playing a whole game which you're putting your heart on the line type ish. And I hate that. Because it's not the same vice versa. You feel me? Like, if I'm going up to you talking about I like you and I want you.
And I don't have a problem doing that. I've been doing it all my life, but
right.
I don't like the reference.
You can't speak for all women.
No.
You can't speak for all women.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like hookup culture is so real. It's just like the way that men can talk about sex versus women. I feel like that plays a huge role into it too. Because like, if a woman goes up to a man, especially because like we tend to work in packs, men and women. Like, you got your pack of guys and you got your pack of girls. And for a girl to walk up to
Take his hat.
Our editor, our producer.
He needs a button. We're like,
right, he needs a button.
Pass to him. But like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like hookup culture plays into it because men can openly talk about how many people they've bagged, and like it's fine, but women are shamed for it.
Like, niggas still doing that?
Yeah.
I mean, but like, it depends on the circles.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And really I think that's important, because for women to see a woman going up to a man and being confident about her sexuality, about being interested in someone, you're kind of making yourself a pariah to other women, which is unfortunate, but like there is that conversation around sex. And also, again, to my experience, men don't want relationships until they're like older. Like, guys my age, the majority of guys that I know who I've been interested in building a relationship with, they just want a situationship. They just want sex, or they want sex and other benefits, but they don't want to treat me like a girlfriend or treat me with the title or treat me as a woman. with like the other things, and that's very one-sided. And so it's really frustrating. Guy after guy after guy after guy after guy. You want to fuck? You want to fuck? Like, no, I want to sit down and go to dinner and have a real conversation and like get to know you type shit. And like, I feel like it's on both sides. Men and women have those experiences, but personally, like, I have yet to have someone be like, hey, shawty,
really just put some ism on you.
Worth my time. Like, let's, yeah.
That's what you call it, ism?
So you said
that's different. That's hard.
So you said that that younger guys or whatever aren't really trying to get into a relationship or whatever, right? That they like, but older guys, are ready to be like, oh, I want to settle down, I want a relationship, X, Y, Z. But that young guys want a relationship, right? Yeah, or like want a situationship. My fault.
Kind of, yes.
Right.
The majority.
So it's almost like guys need to take their time to grow. They need to take a break to grow
because
and learn so because they're not ready to get into a relationship.
Because you get into a relationship and then you're like, oh, I don't want a relationship. I just want a situationship. And then the girl gets attached feelings-wise, and then you guys are like, ooh, 180, never mind, I don't want to do that. So we can be in a situationship, or we can break up and I can get to know myself.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying, and it's true to some degree. It's true to some degree, but I think a lot more. The more that I talk to more dudes and have like actually like deep, intimate conversations about topics like this, I'm figuring out that dudes want to be in more relationships more than they show it. And I think it's a social thing of that you have to be this pimp type of dude, be like move on from shorty to shorty to shorty, right? When it really don't gotta be like that. You can be your own man.
It don't even have to be a relationship. You can just vibe.
You can just vibe.
But that's the thing.
No. Let me say that.
Let
me say what I mean when I say just vibe, my nigga. Because a lot of us right now, you know what I'm saying, like, keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is what I don't understand. Like, you don't like it when, did you not like it when I say just vibe? Keep it a buck. All right, bet. So, but you also don't like it when, you know what I'm saying, like when niggas tell you like, okay, this is what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's OD, you know what I'm saying? Niggas should not be approaching you that way. You know what I'm saying? But if a dude sets his intentions like from the jump, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got that vibe. It doesn't have to, when I say vibe, it doesn't have to have a title on it, basically.
That doesn't work for me though. Oh. Like, no, here's what I mean. Like, if you set your intentions from the get-go, I'm not trying to define a relationship. I'm not trying to do the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I'm just trying to vibe. You tell me that right off the bat, I know we're not looking for the same thing. I can move on.
I don't even think you don't have that conversation. That conversation
doesn't flow out.
It doesn't even come.
It comes eventually, though. You know what I mean?
I think all of this is just, we're going to double back in circles. Because realistically, if somebody's upfront saying, I want to make you my wife, I want to have this future with you.
It's gonna scare you off.
That is terrifying. What are we talking? What if somebody's telling me that they just want to smash? I would prefer that than somebody be like, "I want to make you my husband." I'm gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
No, it's not even that. It's like I wanna find out if you're worth
strong.
Finding out if I want to make.
If you just want somebody to court you and give you a good time, you just say that.
Courtship,
that's cool.
yeah,
that's fine. But you can't act like you want somebody.
Chivalry. That's why we say it's dead, because it doesn't exist.
No, because
if you're just vibing, are you gonna get her flowers on Valentine's Day?
If we're just vibing, it depends on, like, okay, so
if you're just vibing, are you paying for dinner sometimes?
If I have some type of history or whatever.
If you're just vibing.
So I'm with this girl right now, right? AP. When I was with her, when we were just vibing or whatever, right? Like we were just chilling, right? Me and her were just like chilling, like doing what we do or whatever, right? Before we got together. And whenever we were just chilling or whatever, I always paid for food. I always paid for like whatever. Like just because I already knew, like I didn't even think that I wanted to be in a relationship with anybody or whatever. But like even before I knew that, I was like, shit, I'm kicking it with you. I'm paying for dinner. I'm paying for X, Y, Z. So I'm not saying that's like common or whatever. I'm not saying like every guy is going to like feel like that's wrong to say that every guy is gonna be like, oh, I'll pay for dinner. I'll do this, that, and the third if I'm just trying to back or just trying to do whatever, just trying to vibe, do whatever, right? But like not all guys are thinking, if I'm fucking, I'm not buying dinner.
I think
if I'm vibing, I'm not doing
guys. Most guys.
I think most. She honestly.
You are.
Because
I mean, this isn't her experience.
From my experience, from other women I've talked to, like And the other thing too is like I can't trust you to take care of my heart if we're just vibing.
That's fair.
We're just vibing.
Which is very fair, but I have a lot of feelings.
But I don't know, man. I guess
this is my thing that I've been thinking about a lot, like, cause there's the situation of how it should be, right? And it's like what it should be is that like we should communicate more and that like say our true intentions and like let things be known. If it's denied, then it's denied. If you're really looking for just like a vibe or like just like some kind of like quick like relationship, not even like no titles, I don't mean relationship, but like I think to a lot of people, like how the world is versus how it should be is like people are scared of that, because like how a lot of people see is like if I go and ask you, hey, I just want something quick, and then you're like, no, all right, on to the next. I want something quick, no, on to the next. And it just keeps going that way because of how we see things. And like truth is, people find more value in manipulation, which is hard to say, but it's true. Because like it's easier to go, obviously it's easier to say, hey, I want something quick, and then denied, all right, next. But really, you don't want to be denied, so you're going to like manipulate.
You want something quick, and then you get into a relationship making her think, oh, I want the same things you do, and then as soon as but I hate that.
But that's what I'm saying.
And women do the same thing.
You don't have to get into a relationship.
I know, but there are people. There are people who want the
have
same thing
to get what they want.
Yeah,
which those people are wrong.
Oh,
those people are devious.
But like find
people
who want the same thing is what I'm trying to say, and I don't.
Yeah, you was just lame as hell for sure.
Yeah.
We agree upon that.
Yeah.
My perspective of it was just saying, for the counter arguments, I was saying that along more so it is what it is, but it's like this is the reality of things. You feel me? Like, I don't know, I think it's just easier to be upfront with it and be direct about what you want. If you tell a girl that, dang, I like you and I just really want to get to know you type, like on a serious level, because we've always talked about that we play for keeps, right? So if I'm talking about that I want to get to know you, I want to get to know you for the long haul, that's just how it should be, is that we're going to see it, vibe it out, because it honestly is a vibe at that moment. If I don't like it, if it's too much, then cool, we can go our separate ways.
Dating is.
That's what it's supposed to be, but people take it to extremes to where
when you start dating, it's just like, nah, bro, we are together now type shit.
Rules are applied that never talk about.
Put that title on that.
Everything.
But that's what I talk about things. I always
What?
ask questions because I don't like not being in the know. Like if we're just vibing and you have no intentions of like taking the relationship, because like I want to get married, I want to find like I not necessarily reassurance, but like I just want to know we're on the same page, because there are people who don't want to get married. They're cool with having kids, doing the whole life thing, living together, and they don't want to get married. There are people who want to be in polyamorous relationships and just date multiple people and have relationships because they think people are beautiful or whatever. And then there are people who are like me who want to find their soulmate and want to stay in a relationship with one person for the rest of their lives. And I don't want to waste my time getting to know you if you and I both know we don't want the same thing. So like I'm asking right off the bat, like, what are your intentions? What do you want? If you just want to vibe, just to vibe and be in a situation,
and you're not wrong for asking that.
I'm not about that. But if you want to vibe to see where things go, I'm about that. Because if things don't go where we want them to as individuals, okay, we can call it off. That's cool.
Yeah, but we can't go nowhere if I don't catch no type of. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have some type of. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
I think
connection.
That at this age that we're at right now, people are too young to know what their exact intentions actually are, and have not been experienced the rest of their life to be able to directly say that they want to be with somebody for the rest of their life at this age and moment now. I stand by that because your intentions can always change, and your trajectory of where you want to go can always shift and always change. Therefore, a lot of people, when the idea of committing to somebody for the rest of their life hits, the idea of marriage, seeing somebody by the altar and talking to them, saying that for the rest of my life, I vow to be with you. I vow to never do you wrong. I vow to never part you until death do us part. That is a commit. You don't know nothing about that, especially right.
My fault. Continue. My bad.
What do you mean by
that? I was just gonna say, I don't think you need to know. Like, I feel like feelings are for the now. You feel me? Like, when I feel something, I'm not trying to think, like, as much as I really want to play for keeps, as much as I really want to, like, you know, if I try to date you or whatever, I see you as my wife, period. Like, is that true? I don't know. Well, we, like, you know, but in this moment right now and currently, is that how I feel? Yes. So will my actions reflect how I feel about you? Yes. What can that change? Absolutely. Like, that shit can change. That shit can change. And I think, like, we just have to, like, with saying I'll play for keeps, you have to also say, like, I would appreciate it if you would accept change type shit. Be open to change.
It's about the
changing my mind.
People
right?
It's about the growth.
But in a perfect world.
You're right. In a perfect world, sure. My thing, it goes back to communication. Like how it should be and how it actually is. All of these things are cool fantasy-wise.
It's good
like,
to say.
It's good to say, but realistically, like if I'm with somebody type ish and I'm just like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, as stuff goes down along the lines, shit will always shift and shit will change. And then as we're also growing, the perspective of this person, the perspective of this relationship is going to shift. Is this really what I wanted to do? I committed to this, but now I actually have to like commit to something that I don't want anymore. And that's a big for people, that's a big shock for them. That's heart-wrenching because now your whole trajectory, your whole life and what you surrounded your life around has changed. And now you have to adjust in it either to benefit yourself or use working just to appease the person that you're with type ish, and that's terrifying.
That's why I say soulmates though. Like I'm not religious, but I am very spiritual, and like I know my mom and I are soulmates because like I used to explain it when I was younger that I felt like a tether. Like I felt connected to her even when we were in the same room. And like if I'm having a bad day but nothing in my life is going wrong and I call her and she's had a really bad day, I'm like, oh, there's that. And like I feel like so long as you're working on that soulmate relationship, it can be a really positive thing. There are people in my life now who I know I'm going to be friends with forever, and I don't. Not you.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but it's like for real though. It's like one of my closest friends we met in high school, and we've been friends ever since. And even though we don't hang out all the time, she's gonna be in my life forever. Like I know she's gonna be at my wedding. She's gonna have kids when I have kids, and our kids are gonna grow up. Like I know she's going to be in my life, and I'm cool with making a commitment to our friendship because I know she will be in my life forever. So that's why I enjoy having like so much can come from a conversation, but also reading the body language and just trusting the emotions. I think that's something that's been really hard to lean into, is trusting emotions, because people don't talk about it and it feels like a pseudoscience. But like genuinely, when you talk to someone, you get a feeling. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you get a feeling. And like you just know. I have in relationships, I'm like, you're someone who's going to affect me for the rest of my life, even if we're not together. Like my ex, he is someone who will continually affect me in my life because I loved him and because we were
crazy. Who's this ex?
From high school. Okay. Because we were together and because it was my first love relationship. Like, that relationship will forever imprint on my life.
Absolutely.
Even though we weren't soulmates and we don't still have that connection, he will always be someone who affects me. So it's just a thing. Yeah.
I was gonna I was gonna take it a step further and like go on your thing about high school. Have you ever been like what was your high school heartbreak?
Nigga, I didn't have one, baby. I was the
what? You told me you had like 5 girlfriends at high school,
and I broke. Okay, look, I wasn't a pimp, right? Like my girl here. However, I wasn't no pimp. I wasn't out here wilding like that. I wasn't, I wasn't this big man on campus or nothing. None of that shit. No. But for some reason, I really like getting into relationships or whatever, right? At least as a high schooler, right? It was just like, I won't say it's the cool thing to do, but it was just like, relationship was just the thing that was happening or whatever, right? 9th grade till he was out. So in high school, I had about like from freshman year to the time I left, I had like.
Keep it up,
I'm sorry to these
like,
women.
I know, I'm so
sorry.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry, but like, but they were also they didn't mean nothing. You feel me? Like on a
wow.
Like, look,
let
hear
him
me out.
keep it a bean.
Hear me out. Let him
Keep
out.
it that
Hear me out.
Keep it a bean.
Because it didn't mean.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Because like I didn't. It didn't mean nothing because we didn't know nothing. You feel me?
That's
I feel like
true.
our perception of relationships right now are so much different than like me at 16, me at 17. You feel me?
I feel like even though it still meant something though. Like
but it didn't mean like.
But it didn't mean as much.
Yeah, it didn't mean
no.
Like,
yeah,
at least from me. You
Like
feel me?
it was like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Like
So do y'all think y'all
things
can
are
truly
pebbles
find love in high school?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's harder.
There are some
though.
people I know who are like
For
still
sure.
together now who've been together.
Middle
since
But are
school. I
they
remember-
together
It's like
because they have
2%.
kids?
Yeah, it's
That's
very small.
rarely.
Yeah.
I don't
Very
take
small.
it's messed up. I don't take high school relationships seriously. I never did. I still won't to this day because it's you're too like I said
I
you're
think
too
it's
How many
young.
relationships did you have in
natural
high school?
though.
I didn't have
What's
it.
not true?
And I was observing.
High
That's fair.
school
That's fair.
is
And
like-
I'm saying that observing people, they would call themselves that. They say that this is the love of my life type. It's saying that I'll do anything for this girl. Turns out that they break up with them or is cheating on them, and then have now another kid type ish. You feel me?
That
Like
made
I
me think
don't
of a
take it
story,
serious.
bro. That shit's so crazy.
Like high school sweetheart type ish is nice and sweet when we watch it on movies. But realistically, I'm thinking of myself in high school. I had no idea what was going on, and neither did these people. Especially people who were
We
quote
still
unquote
got
kind
grown
of
people that
don't know what's
Don't
going
know.
on type ish. You feel me? But you in high school.
Mhm.
All these people think that they go into the NBA. These niggas is over here working at
God.
Wendy's. Bro. Like people don't know how
Give it
their
a
life is
beam,
gonna
though.
turn. You feel me?
Can I
So
tell this story?
go ahead and tell your story.
Tell
Is it a
story,
good
gang.
story?
It's fucking stupid. I don't know what it's gonna like trail off a little bit. But this is how dumb high school relationships are, or whatever, right? I was with this one girl. We're gonna call her Samantha. There was a girl named Samantha in my school. We're gonna call her. that's not who it was. We're gonna call her
Judy.
Judy. So
Got
Judy.
too many hoes.
Sorry, I'm on track.
There's this girl named Judy at my school, whatever. We was together or whatever, right? And girl swore to God that she loved me, bro. She was like, man, homeboy is the love of my life, XYZ. And, you know, of course, man, I ain't worried about the love of my life, bro. I'm chilling. But we was together, whatever, right? At my school, we went off campus for lunch sometimes or whatever, right? So I was probably out at McDonald's, out at Wendy's, out eating with my friends or whatever, right? When I get this call, I get a call. I'm like, you know, I ain't got no data. I had an Android at the time, bro. Android with like fucking Cricket, nigga. I didn't receive it. I was at McDonald's.
Android
Like,
and Cricket.
yeah, bro.
What you got?
Wait, that's not funny, bro. We're not.
You
I
at least
have
have
Cricket.
Verizon or AT&T.
Holy
You
shit.
have Cricket?
Holy shit. That's not the point. But like, put the Cricket logo. That's not the point.
That's
but,
a big boo.
But yeah,
That's
but I had,
That's
you know,
Bro, that's not funny, bro. We gotta
that's
be
not
grown.
funny, bro. We'll get you an iPhone, bro.
You know what is
But, like,
funny? Him texting our group chat from his iPad.
But that's another day. But yeah, so you know, I didn't get that text, I didn't get that message or whatever. I didn't get that phone call, right? So I go back to school or whatever, right? All my friends, all the people that like know me or whatever, are talking about, hey, yo, you with this girl, XYZ, blase, blase. She was out here doing some weird shit. I said, the fuck is she talking? Like, what is going on or whatever, right? So apparently, homegirl decided to test how much I love her by
Sending one of their friends.
no. It was she was white. She was a little theater kid too. So
The drama.
right. So apparently she went out, got fake blood or whatever, or like I don't know how she made fake blood or whatever, right? Was posted up by the or was like on the like in the middle of the parking lot or whatever, right? For trying to pretend that she got hit by a car. And then she tried to call me talking about, hey, yo, I got hit by, or one of her friends, rather, called me talking about, hey, yo, she got hit by a car, just to see what I would do. Unbeknownst to her,
Right.
I didn't answer the fucking phone.
Right.
So that should have given her her answer right there. We dated for 3 more months.
That reminds
Like, she
me.
was wild.
That reminds me.
Dated
We dated for 3
more
more,
months?
or like for 2 more months.
Cut. No,
Why?
so that reminds me.
I don't know. Shorty was weird. Said, I'm sorry.
And he liked it.
You did.
No, No.
She said, "My
type crazy."
Go ahead, Andrew.
So
that was young me, bro. That was like 10th grade.
there was a brought up suppressed memory.
What happened?
I thought of. So there was like in my high school. Before I went to South, my big high school, like I went to this like small like startup high school. And so there was this girl there who like also same thing, like she swore she like had the biggest crush. She was telling everybody we were together type shit, and like, or that we were talking, you know, because like talking is also as important as dating in high school. So like she was like doing that all while like texting me every day on just some weird shit. So like one day
you kept responding.
Huh? For fun. Bro.
He was homeschooled. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he was a toxic trait. That was a toxic. Come on. That's for fun. For context. Give us a story right now.
He wasn't even in a podcast. He said, "Let me get some spice."
I still got screenshots of the conversation.
See?
So
we gonna post that on Instagram.
Okay. So let me bring this up. So
Okay.
like at some points, like she would, like I said, she would tell people that we were talking, tell people that we were. Like that we were like serious, you know.
Oh wow.
And she would like text me like every day after school because I wouldn't answer my phone during school. And so like, let me see, where is this? I don't want to get it wrong. I remember one day she texted me talking about some. Oh, here we go.
I'm concerned for all of you.
All right.
Bro.
Not for me. Y'all are drama.
Not actually.
All right. So look, this is one of them, right? So she said, "Don't tell anyone." I shouldn't be saying this.
Don't tell anyone. Tell the world. Say her name.
All right, let me move on to this next one.
No, bro, we gotta start from the top.
All right, you're right. It's been like 6 years. So
like
wait, she said,
right.
So she said, she was like, "I like you, low key." My response was, "How?" She said.
Don't ask that. Said how? Said you like me? You don't even know me.
So she was like, "You're cool, you know, like you're not like the other boys." And I was like,
Wait.
Okay, we're gonna let it.
Light skinned nigga.
We gotta listen to this with a high school.
Okay, word. Yeah, right.
So she said,
opening her heart up.
She said, "And you're hot, right?" And then I said, "LOL, okay." And then she was like,
"My niggas."
All right, and then like this is like next. She said, "Want to chill at the dance?" I said, "I'll be around."
This nigga's a pet. He said, "I'll be around. If I'm there, I'm there." This nigga.
At what age?
This was sophomore year of high school. Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
No, this one was weird, right? So this was like after she had. I remember she sent like this picture of like she sent me a picture on Snapchat. It was like it was in a dark room or something. I just see a shape, right? And I text her. I said, "What's that?" I think she never responded. Oh, no, she responded with this actually. She was like, "Make sure you take care of the child." And I said, "What?" She said, "You got her pregnant, right?" I said, "What the fuck?"
Whoa.
She said, she said, "Just playing." And I
said JP LOL XOX.
Right, but she was texting me. She was like texting me this, and I was like, "What the?" It was like 6 in the morning. You know how it is in high school. I was like, "What is this, bro?"
Mom, can I get girls pregnant through text?
But like, I think
it's something happened on Google. Can I get girls pregnant if I give her a hug? Like, say, how does pregnancy happen?
But nah, bro.
Can I get prom?
There's a lot, but I won't get into all of it right now. We'll save the rest for later. But she was like, it was just on this weird shit. And then her friend also liked me.
He flipped to you. That shit wasn't. Oh, fuck! Why did never he flipped to you? That's fucking crazy.
That's dirty.
My fault.
That's
Sorry.
No. I'm done with what I gotta say, but
yeah.
Just like you just reminded me of that, like a suppressed memory. Because I remember I would just talk to people about her and like just be like, "Bro, she's just on this weird shit." But again, like you see why I like found this entertaining, right? Because I always wanted to find out what she would say next. And I was like,
that's why you're a journalism major.
yeah,
real.
see, you got journalism. You know, I always want to know the full story, right?
I feel like I gotta out myself too, since I just outed like short. Cause I was a little simp boy too, no cap.
Oh, I was too. Yeah,
I was a little simp piece.
Was or still is?
Shit.
Yeah, let's talk about this Monday thing that's supposed to be going on.
I was a little simp piece of shit, right? Back in high school as well. But it was much worse in high school. And I'm going to tell you all about it right now.
Wait, did you have the simp playlist?
No, it's much worse. What I did was so much worse, bro.
I had the simp playlist.
So much worse, bro.
Can't take this back.
I said, I know. I'm a content nigga. So, and this would be back when I was like 12, bro. So, not more like 14, 16, whatever.
He's like, let me be honest. It was
like 15. So I was 16. Yeah, whatever. So it was like 15, 16, whatever, right? So there was this girl. Me and this girl got together, whatever, right? So me and this girl got together, or whatever, right? Blase. We were on and off, or whatever, right? We got together, broke up, broke up. I was simping hard for this girl to the point where she was talking to an ex from 8th grade or whatever and they only broke up because they moved because homeboy moved away or whatever, right? Wow. And I was just like, it's okay, we can work it out as long as you guys ain't kicking it, They went out to kick it. It's whatever, XYZ, right? Little simp, little bit. And that I was. So we broke up or whatever, right? I ended up staying home from school this one day because I was sick or whatever, right? And we're currently broken up. Because I was sick or whatever, right? She would, we're texting or whatever throughout the day. She's in school. I'm at home. And she's like, hey, yo, let me come over. My mom, so I was in the basement, right? I had a finished basement that I was kicking it in, right? My mom was up on the top floor in her room. So I go,
Mama D's gonna be
I said, yeah, she gonna be mad. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mama D. Sorry. You knew.
You lucky it's against the Hippocratic Oath to take a life.
So I had her sneak in or whatever, right? I had her sneak into the house in the middle of the day or whatever, right? Just so that we could talk. Because I was like, I just want to talk to you. Just to talk, right? Just to talk. It wasn't because I was a little sick. I wanted to talk to her. So I got her. So I bought her an Uber. This was me at 16. I don't even know I had the money for an Uber. So I bought her an Uber to my house or whatever. I bought her an Uber to my house, and she went to school in I was 15, 20 minutes away or whatever, right? So that Uber was all back in the day, it was $15. So she gets there, we're in my bed, we just talking or whatever, right? I'm thinking that we gonna get back together. So I put on this little suit thing, right? This is me at 16. I put on this little suit, right? I put on this little suit.
In your bed?
To kick, I get dressed.
I thought I was a simp.
Bro, nigga, simpiest shit I've ever done. This shit will always be on my history or whatever, right? So I put on this little, not the whole suit, but the little jacket or whatever the fuck I'm wearing or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. She likes Hershey's chocolate. Mm-hmm. I happen to get this big ass.
How'd you know?
I knew everything about this girl. Nigga, I was sipping so hard for her. Dude, it was so bad, bro.
You said she the dark chocolate.
Yeah. I knew everything about this girl, bro. Yeah. And the only reason why I remember that is because of the story that's attached to it. I don't know nothing about this girl to this day. But, shit. I remember that she liked chocolate. And... It was funny when we was making fun. But yeah. So
is that Andrew's jacket?
So what I end up doing, right, in the middle of my room, I take this big ass. It's one of the 16, the 8x8 chocolate bars, or whatever. It was one of the bigger ones, right? Mm-hmm. And
the extra large.
Yeah, I end up shorty looking just standing there, or whatever, right? I end up grabbing the chocolate, me right here, right? I look her dead in her face and I do this.
Got on your knees.
You mother. Nigga. Nah.
Hey.
Nigga. nigga.
That was at 16.
I go, nigga.
I got a book I need to put you on, Jay.
You're gonna have
It
to
was
sit on
so
the floor.
bad, bro. I was down her. My fault. I was down her
by yourself,
horrendous.
bro.
I was
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all can switch. Y'all can switch. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, bro. I was down horrendous, my nigga. Got on one knee, said, "Hey, yo, are we like, let's get back together or whatever?" And I think she said no, but she took the chocolate. Yeah, bro. I was a
You let her take the chocolate?
I don't eat chocolate. So I was like, I wasn't gonna do nothing with that chocolate.
She said no, and then you gave her the chocolate?
He got on his knees.
No, I gave it to her
high
first.
school propose. Yes, he let her take the chocolate.
I don't think I gave her. I don't know. I don't think.
You gave her the chocolate.
I definitely gave her the chocolate.
You said, well, if you don't want to take my heart, take this chocolate.
She took a part of him that day. Oh my God.
She took more than just the chocolate.
More than she took his dick. That's why he is the way he is.
He didn't have, the moment he got on his knees, he had no dignity.
Nigga, it was, I was down horrendous. And she didn't say no to my face. She was just like, she said, oh,
damn.
But in my head, I'm like.
Did you get her Uber back?
He probably did.
I probably did. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I did.
My boy.
I'm pretty sure I got her Uber back. Say, yeah. There's a part of the story that I won't say.
Wait, I want to commend you for sharing that with us. You're brave.
Nigga, yeah, bro.
How often do you think of this?
Not often, but like whenever I think of like
on me, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all are bullies.
I always be thinking about this. This will be my defining moment.
This is not my defining moment. Like, but I was just like, shit. It was just something that I was like, never again, bro. Like maybe it was a defining moment in the opposite direction, like that. Like I was like, no. Like that was like looking back, I was like, nigga, who the fuck?
But you grow,
did I
bro.
think I was?
On some real shit though, you grow. You grow and you learn how to
bro. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm able to say, bro. If you don't get off this,
what media did you consume to think that this was all right? You know, because people watch teen dramas. Some people read books, and they they imitate that. What were you doing? To get on the
like, no, they read movies about me.
I was like, bro, I am the main character, bro. Like, this is my story. I'm gonna get that on one knee. I'm gonna give her this chocolate. She gonna be attached to me, nigga. Like she ain't. I thought I was pimping, nigga. I thought I was killing it. I thought I was killing it.
You did.
I thought I was killing it, my man.
I never did that before.
No, I thought I was a simp, bro.
That's story that I've had y'all wait for, bro. It was the simpiest shit I've ever done.
I'm gonna say that's some light skin shit, but that's beyond it.
Bro, that shit was bad. That shit was bad. That shit was bad. That was like 10th grade, my nigga.
10th
Wait, so what was the day after like?
I don't remember the day after.
You don't?
Bro, no,
bro, I remember that shit.
I just remember doing that shit and being like,
bro, this was 3 years ago for you?
You recalculated? Dang.
She said 16.
About 15, nigga. 15.
10th grade.
4 years ago. That's pretty far back. It was bad.
No,
it's
I think it's pretty far back. Between like high school and now, I think that's pretty far back.
Hey, if that's like what you need to coach, then sure. Then sure, you got that.
Nigga, bro.
3 years, shit, a month ago.
So guys, share your stories.
We don't have sim stories.
Not like that.
Yeah, mine was bad, bro.
We all did
mine was bad, bro.
I ain't never did no sim shit.
Nigga, that shit was bad. I've done shit on the completely opposite spectrum.
Like, I see like old text.
That shit was bad.
You know what's crazy?
But that's it.
Going back to your thing about why women never ask men. No, because
said that right there.
I get upset about this to this day. Like, I just want someone to be romantic with. I never got a promposal. And I feel like I deserve one.
Let me show you. Right. Said literally.
No, but no, I had a date to my then boyfriend. He was my date to his prom, and I had to ask him. This is what I mean by it would be nice for a man to treat me like a woman. This is what I mean, just in general. So my friend Jazz and her high school boyfriend, he had this whole thing. We were in JROTC. We had our uniforms. She was in cheer. Like, it was a whole thing. He was on drill team, and he got his teammates to line up and do a cute little performance so that he could walk down and promposal her. And this is our boyfriends at the time were best friends. So this is the same friend group, best friends. And she got the promposal. The principal of the school, the principal. I love this man to death, but there's a few things that define the relationship. Hence why we're not together. But the principal was like, do you want to go to prom? And I was like, yeah, I want to go to prom. Like, him and I have been dating.
The principal asked you?
The principal asked me.
Whoa.
And she was like, well, I'll give y'all some free tickets. He also had a lot going on in his life at this time. So taking myself out of a selfish mindset, I understand why it wasn't a priority. Tickets were expensive. He had his own shit going on. But putting myself back into a selfish, I'm a woman, I'm a girl, everyone else is getting promposaled but me mindset. I asked him to his prom. She pulled me aside and was like, do you want to go to prom? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, well, I'll give you 2 free tickets. Why don't you go talk to him? So I pulled him aside and I was like, do you want to go to prom with me? And he said, yeah. And I thought it would be cute and quirky to, like, make a cute little promposal thing. It wasn't, like, a big cardstock paper asking thing. It was just like a little piece of paper. I thought it'd be cute, and I gave him some candy, and it was like going to prom would be hot or whatever, and I gave him some Red Hots. Like, it was cute. I'm a very thoughtful person, and I just want that in return. Come senior year, him and I are still together. Nothing. For my prom, nothing. Then we broke up. And I ended up going to my prom by myself with my friends. But, like, to this day, like, no one... To this day. Valentine's Day, mid. My birthday, mid. Like, I have yet to be with a man who treats me like a woman in the romantic way that I feel like I deserve because I do it for them. So no.
To be with a man that will get down on his knees.
If I actually liked the guy, I would think that's so cute. I would think that's so cute if I liked him.
I think it was just the wrong girl. But yeah, no, that's crazy, bro.
But if it was this other guy who I thought was weird and had a crush on me growing up, and he did that, I'd be like, that's weird.
You said wrong girl, no. Wrong situation, bro. You said promposal is different. Promposal is different than, like, who will bring a girl to you?
Bro, shut the fuck. We don't talk about prom. That shit was wild. Prom.
Well, I want him to read.
Yeah. No, my promposal was as well. The difference is that I wasn't dating anybody in high school. So shorty that I proposed to, it was only friends type thing. Same. So I couldn't go all out like I wanted to. What I wanted to do, I'm gonna give you an idea into my proposal. I think I'm a perfect person for this. But for my proposal, what I was going to do is I was on the dance team at the time, right? And we had a prep rally. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna choreograph a dance for not specifically for come on.
No, keep going.
But I was gonna choreograph a dance to be able to fit in there a moment where we would choreograph ourselves to get into a line type ish, right? And I was gonna come out with my big flyer because I got her roses too. Roses, and my poster be like my corny line of like something. Will you go to prom with me type ish, right? And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was talked out of it because I'm like, you're not.
You would have been that nigga.
I would have been, but the thing is that I was talked out of it because like I was talking to my brother about it. He was like, bro,
your brother put you down?
Yeah, because he was like, bro, she's short.
I would have hyped the fuck out you. They would have been like, go for it, bro.
That's so cute.
It is, but she wasn't that. The thing is that she wasn't that.
Oh, she wasn't your girl.
Yeah, she wasn't that type of girl. If I did that big gesture, she would have pulled me to the side and be like, why did you do that? Yeah, so she wasn't that type of girl.
I love big gestures.
Which is like, I don't want to be big gesture.
You know what? This formal's coming up. You can big gesture me and we'll go together.
Why would I big gesture you?
Look, let me show y'all my little.
Specifically,
it would just be an opportunity for you to do it and for me to get one.
Okay. I'll plan it then. When's this formal?
April.
Okay, cool. So,
that I was smooth.
Yeah.
You did a homecoming proposal?
The little homecoming joint.
You have a story behind it?
I don't got no story behind it.
It seemed like it went good for him.
I mean, it would go good for me.
Mine was just like it was just my homie in my class. And I was like, I just said, hey, let's just go to prom. And then, like, that's it. We just went to prom together.
That's not a proposal.
It was not.
It was enough for her to go with you.
Yeah.
Right,
Shit.
facts.
You think it's not this? I think it's enough. Shoot, especially it depends
It's
on.
enough,
It
but
depends.
I can give her a choice.
if it's not someone special, then
I know it's.
There was this one that, like, I did, like, I wanted to. I remember I was, like, stressing the whole semester about it. And, like, I never did it. Just because, like, I mean, I came from homeschool. This was, like, me, like, just fresh out of homeschool. I didn't know, like, how to talk to nobody. I mean, I talked to, like, my friends and stuff, but, like, I had, like, I was so strong in the fact that, like, I would get denied that I was just, like, so scared. And also just doing it in front of everybody. Cause like if I was gonna do it, it was gonna be public. Yeah.
And if they say no.
Yeah.
No, it's the scary part. Cause I'm just like, if you say no to me in front of
and like
people.
The worst part is that like I figured out later she would have like she wanted me to do it. Yeah. So like it was just tragic.
You miss 100% of the shots.
Yeah, I know that now. Little Andrew didn't know that though.
Okay.
But sometimes you miss when you do shoot.
Wait, no. How many minutes do we have left?
About like.
Okay, we can cut this maybe, but I want to end it with this. Let's say you're in a relationship, you're doing the thing, and she asks to put a finger in your butthole. What's your response?
Let me cut right there.
This has been the Straight Water Podcast.
Right, no, end it, bro. Go.
This man has disdain on his face. Disdain on his face.
I feel like somebody
sitting
let you do that. No, I'm just playing. That's why she asked the question.
Let me ask the question or let me put a finger in their butthole?
This has been the Straight Water Podcast. I think we're done for the day.
Would you be okay with
Hit us up.
No.
Okay,
If I was with someone and they were like, no, if I was with someone and they were like, the only way I'm going to enjoy the rest of this night is if you put a finger in my butthole.
That's pressure.
I'm done. I'm blocking them. There is a restraining order.
But you're what's wrong with the world.
That's so
wrong with the world. Because if that is his way of she's what's wrong with the world. Because if that's his way of satisfaction, then who's this?
Then you need to find somebody else. I'm not the one.
No, because think about it. If you were to ask him that, I only get off with this deed. And
if we're in the middle of doing the deed and you spring it on me,
you gonna do it?
I think we done for the day.
So she want to do it.
Why though?
What's wrong with
it?
You would do that. Exactly.
But the thing is that if that's his way of getting off, then sure.
What if it's her way of getting off?
All right, thank y'all for joining us for this episode. Episode 2 of the Straight Water Podcast. Again, shout out to our sponsors, The Power of One and Udia.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank y'all.
Hit us up next week for more content. We got stuff going on our Straight Water YouTubes and all platforms. Just search up Straight Water and we there. And
catch us on Saturdays.
Yep. And thank you to the AHRR Network once again. Yep.
And always remember,
not just for
the people.
We are
the people.
Stop playing.
I can't forgive you.